Hi you guys, it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors. Welcome back to my channel. So I am back today with more of the Halloween journal, and I'm just feeling it now. This is one signature and it's pretty fat. So I found an ephemera kit on Etsy that I printed out. It took me a couple of days in the evenings cutting, altogether probably 4 hours or so. It was 12 pages. This is just an example. These were when I was, test printing. It's from Eclectic, Eggplant Printables, and I will try to link it in the description box if anybody's interested. 12 pages is a lot of stuff, and going through, I thought I was going to have so much left over. I mean, I'm only through, filling up one signature, but I think I'm going to end up using it all, so that's just crazy. Anyway, there's a page of words, and then my printer messed up, but there's vintage little cards and things like that, so a lot of different things to fill your journals up. Anyway, so what I have done today is prepared my things to glue down, and that way I don't have such a problem like I did the last time, kind of going, oh, what do I do? So here we go. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to move things aside a little bit. Now, I've been working on it all morning. We'll see if I can remember what I was going to do. So scraps, I did this yesterday with scraps, and I glued it onto a piece of the scrapbook paper. So it's just woven. Took a long time, but I think, it turns out really cute. I like making them. And then here's one of the things from the, what was I going to do here? Oh, I know. I was going to put this on kind of first so it can start drying. I'm just going to use this as the tab. Of course, I can't tell which is which side. I'm going to get out my glasses. I don't know that it really matters. I mean, if I can't tell, who else is going to be able to tell, right? I think this way. Actually, we'll turn this over. Put a little bit. Okay. So I've been working on this for a long time this morning, and like I said, I have enough to kind of fill up the pockets in one. I'm wondering now if I should put this up here. No, I want it down here. But man, it just takes me so long. I am telling you, maybe other people are really slow too, and it's just that in the videos, they're not showing like every single thing that they're doing when they're making their journals. Because if they are incredibly fast. I just cannot make a decision to save my life. The one thing about when you do these, the woven ones, let's see what I'm going to do here. They tend to get caught on the pocket a little bit, so you have to really be careful when you're putting them in. I'm going to put just a little bit more ink. I had paper towels. I brought them in here specifically for this. I just want to knock some of that brightness down a little bit. again. And then I'll just put it right down there. I think I forgot about, you know, something to put on the actual pocket, but I'm not going to waste your time trying to figure that out because, like I said, we'll be here all day. Okay. And then her little head's poking out there. So I'll still have to figure out something to put here. Okay, so here I have things kind of poked in there, and we'll hope that I can remember what I had planned to do when I see it all, right? Okay, I know that in the card I was just going to glue that down. I already inked around everything, so it is ready to go. I'm wondering about this though. What was I going to do? No, I know what I was going to do. See that? And so that's another thing, is that when I prepare it to show you guys, I then forget. I was going to run it down like that. And I'm going to need my glasses again so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, so I'm going to run it down like that, and then I'm going to put that on top of it. So I was going through trying to find things to make tags with and journaling cards, and I came across Project Life cards that I've never purchased any new. Come on. I just get them at yard sales, or they're gifted to me, or secondhand stores, that sort of thing. But you know, a lot of times the color is perfect with what you're working with on one side, but maybe not necessarily on the other. A lot of times the colors really don't go together at all either. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. It's like, who would do those particular colors together? I do not know. Okay, now I'll put this over the top. I think I'll run this down the center of it. So that it hits the lace and adheres real well. And then we'll just put this around the edges. So this, everything, pretty much everything is from, okay, it's off just a little bit, but everything is from the ephemera pack that I printed off. There's so much to choose from. I was online so long trying to figure out which one I thought would go best with all these papers that I have. Okay, I made a little bit of a mess there, but I think it's fine. Okay, so I'm going to poke that in there. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to let it dry while we're doing the rest of it. Okay, on the front, I was just going to do this little keep out. I thought that was cute. I can't glue and talk at the same time, I guess. I don't know. I don't have much to talk about. I haven't left the house, so nothing exciting. My kids just doing online school, and it seems every time they log on, they find there's something else they've missed, so that's awfully frustrating. So these were a couple of Project Life cards that I cut down to fit. What I did here was when I glued this, I just glued here, and I made these little pockets like that. And I was just going to glue down a couple of things here. So yeah, I've not had any fun the last couple days. I mean, of course, crafting is fun, but I haven't gotten out of the house other than to get mail. Come on. So my poor daughter, okay, they're doing school online, but we did get a message the other day that they are going to go to a hybrid, meaning they're going to do part in person and part online starting, I think, next week. And I don't know if I told you this already, but they're going to do half the kids on Monday and Tuesday, and the other half the kids on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, I guess, so that they can clean on Wednesday. I don't know. But what they're doing right now is she only has 3 classes because they feel it's too much to ask kids to keep track of 6 classes and 6 different teachers when it's happening over the internet. Which is true, because the end of the last school year was a nightmare trying to keep up with all of that. So this is also from the kit, and it's just kind of a, squirrely little thing. So I added some eyelash trim, and I'm going to glue it down here and make it a little pocket. Anyway, but they said at the beginning of the school year, when we were figuring out what was happening, they said, now if we do come back to school in person, we're going to continue with just the 3 classes. And so, but they're going to be at school the normal amount of time, as though, they had 6 classes. So she's going to have to sit, right now she has AP Biology, Geometry, and PE, they call it life sports. Project Life card that I folded in half, made a little booklet out of it. Anyway, so she's going to have to sit for over 2 hours in each class. I don't know how they're going to keep the attention. I don't know if they're going to do breaks. I don't know what they are going to do, but I don't know, that seems crazy. And she kind of wanted to go to school, but now she's not looking forward to it because she says she doesn't have any friends, because they're doing it by alphabet. I feel like I told you guys this already. She doesn't have friends at the end of the alphabet because our last name starts with S. So anyway, it's going to be tough on her, I think. Okay, got lots here. Hopefully all of it came out with it. So this is another one that I did the weaving, and it's kind of funky colors, but it goes with the funky colors, I thought. So I got a lot of things here. Let's see if I can remember what I was going to do. Yes, so because this is so busy, I tried putting lots of different things on top of it, and it was too much. And so I decided to go simple. So we're just doing spells, 5 cents on that. So, I don't know. It is so difficult. When is this all going to be over? I'm telling you what, the whole school thing I'm talking about. And then, but yesterday, she comes to me. She was so upset. Her teacher had assigned so much work that was due that day. She assigned it that day to be due that day. It took her, it had to be 5 hours for one class. That's ridiculous. I mean, absolutely ridiculous. And I don't know if they're thinking, well, she only has 2 other classes. So she was telling me, I was like, well, Emily, do you want me to contact the teacher and say something? I know that it could embarrass you, so what do you want me to do? And she just couldn't decide. So this morning, she got it all done and everything. She's really smart, and so she makes sure that she gets her work done, you know, that sort of thing. Miserable or not, she's going to do it, and she's going to do it well. And so this morning she's like, Mom, did you call and complain? I was like, no, you never told me you wanted me to. She goes, well, somebody did, because she apologized to us this morning. She said, well, I'm sorry that it took you so long, but you really shouldn't be spending that much time on it. Well, my goodness, it's an assignment with questions to answer. It takes so long, and there were pages and pages she showed me. It was like 6 pages, small questions, and it's biology. It's not easy. I was helping kind of read with her and stuff like that because her brain was just mush. And I was like, well, maybe if I read to you, maybe it'll be, you know, you'll get a little bit more out of it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Number 1, I'm glad I'm not in school anymore. And number 2, oh my goodness. It was ridiculous. So, but I'm guessing that she didn't get a giant assignment today since somebody's parent did complain. Okay, so this here is a flap that lifts up, and I am going to glue this down kind of as a belly band. Sorry, cute, isn't it? That little, I like the little vintage looking things. Okay, and then this is what we're going to slip up underneath it. So do you guys live in an area where kids go out trick-or-treating? My kids are too old, so I don't really have to make any sort of decisions or anything like that based on whether or not they should or shouldn't or will or won't. They don't even want to. But I did go out and buy candy. I mean, I'm fine with somebody coming and getting candy from my house. So I did get candy. Now again, I forgot to figure out what to put on this pocket, but I'll figure that out later. This is, I have a paper pack, a small paper pack of some different Halloween papers. And this is one of those big long things that you can cut out of a full sheet. And I need to distress that. I just cut it out, and I offset it so that you could see the design over here. And I am going to go ahead and glue down some doilies. I'm going to kind of offset them, so like here and here. And then this little girl, she's adorable, getting ready to go trick-or-treating. Or she's just finished, I'm not sure. Probably just finished, she's in her pajamas. Anyway, thought that was really cute. When I was a kid, my mom was really afraid of the whole needles in candy or things like that. So we could not trick-or-treat all willy-nilly. She drove us. I grew up in a really small town. I live in a small town, but I grew up in a way smaller town than I live in now. Anyway, she drove us around to the people's houses that she knew. Otherwise, no. We were not going to those houses. So we didn't get much candy. But, I mean, that was okay. We got plenty of candy. And that was back, they didn't, now people give great candy, chocolate and stuff like that. But when I was a kid, it was generally hard candies, at least where I grew up. Maybe if you were lucky, you got a Tootsie Roll. But it wasn't fancy candy now. There are people out here where I live that give away whole candy bars. That is, I don't know, that's a lot. I mean, it's great. But that's a lot. I printed this out on previously used cardstock. Okay, I am going to go ahead and distress this because I will forget otherwise. I don't have anything that's just pure white in the entire journal, so I don't want to leave anything white. Okay, cute, right? So I will just have to figure out what to do on the pocket. Maybe something. Actually, I like this. That's cute. Or, yeah, but I don't want to ink it up right now, so I think I'll leave it in there. Oh no, there's also this. Nope, matchy too much. Okay, next page. So I went through and did stamping also as I was doing things. Okay, on this one, I have a little slot. This was a Project Life card and I just cut out that little slot. And what I want to do is I want to put the cat's face on it so that its eyes are just peeking out at us. So I think I will take my pencil and just make a little line, and I'll just make sure I kind of go just above the line. I'm sure you guys have seen the little slots before. I think on the Project Life cards, it's so that you can put like a little saying or title or something like that. But if you take your hole punch and punch on either side, and then a paper cutter and just, join the holes together, then you've got your little opening for a fun little pocket. Then the back is just plain for journaling. So that fits down in there. So I like its eyes right there. I think that's cute. And I've got a couple of bats. Isn't that paper hard on your eyes. I don't know if it's doing the same thing to you as it's doing to me, but it makes me feel like I can't focus properly. But I had gotten a little smudge from gluing right there, so I had to find something to put over it. I'm trying to hurry. I am timing myself so I kind of know how long this is taking. Okay, so this is from that paper pack is double-sided. What can you do with that? You know, so I decided to actually glue this down as a pocket. And I'm putting it to the side just a little bit. And then this from the same paper pack, and it has a picture on both sides, and I figure, you know, it can be just for fun, or you could glue something on top of it. So that'll go right there in that pocket. Center, I have nothing there. I have an idea that I'm going to do there. Okay, the next one. Okay, so on this one, I have a project life card, and I'm covering up the life date type thing. And I'm going to glue it down like that. So about 3/4 of an inch or so down. And then the pumpkin to cover up the life. I'm going to let that sit and dry a little bit. And then this, it's just simply going to put that down just like that. I thought the colors went really well together. I have a pile of lace that I took out to, you know, go along with the pocket decorating and all of that. And I keep trying to incorporate some of the black lace, and I'm having such a hard time. It just does not look right to me. It just looks overwhelming, really. It's heavy, too heavy. So, not very much lace going on in here. And I just realized that you guys are totally out of center. I know that you're in screen, but it's really not centered at all, is it? Sorry about that. Okay, I like that. That looks cute. Okay, so this one is just a tag that I'm going to, you know, leave in there as is. Belly band, I used one of my decorative punches along the edge. And the lace. Speaking of lace, I have been able to use this one, but there's another one that I have that I'm just really having a hard time making it work. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down. Pretty much takes up the whole thing. I have a skeleton to put on top of that. It's not going to be real easy getting a thin bead of, well, maybe, I guess it's not too bad. Handsome little guy, isn't he? And then I have an eek to put up here. I think I'll go up here. Okay, we're almost done. I think we're getting close. I'm gonna let that kind of be light and fluffy there so it doesn't stick down. Okay, so I already put some stuff on these little pockets, and then I have these tags to put in the pockets. I've got a couple of pumpkins to put on each one. And then I have a couple of words from one of my pages. It was just lines of words, and this happened to be leftover scrap, so I kept it so I could use the words. This one says creepy crawlies, and this one says coffins, specters, I think. Yeah. Okay. So those go down in here. Phone's ringing. Okay. Make sure that's not sticking over here. Last one. We can do it. So this one is a piece of paper that I folded in half, and I cut out a piece of purple paper. I have a stamp that does that, and I was trying to make it kind of go with this. So I'll glue this stuff down. Okay, and I'll go ahead and glue that down. Okay, and while that is drying, I have a little, oh, I didn't ink that one. Oh, I did. I was intending to use the other side. Never mind. Okay, and I have a little ghost that I cut out, and I backed with some funky green paper. He's gonna poke right down inside of there, like this, peeking out. And then this is going to go on the front of the pocket. Okay, and then we'll be done. So, like I said, it's pretty full. It's pretty fat. What's this? Oh yeah, it's the chandelier. So it's pretty fat. So like I said before, this is why I don't make my journal cover first, because then I'll end up with an alligator mouth. So I think it's going to be 2 signatures per journal, and it's going to end up being 2 journals. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.